Hey y'all. I'm I'm sitting in my car and you probably hear my stomach growling. Don't mind it. I I'm mentally overwhelmed with this job that I have. I don't want to say the company I work for just because I'd rather not give it light like that. But some people might be able to figure out what I'm talking about. Don't know. Um, but it's a call center that I work at, and I don't. I think I don't even think any other job I've ever had in my entire life has made me this mentally pushed over. Like I've used when I was younger, I've used to work with kids. Um, I was a store manager. I used to have to work 24 hours, like a 24-hour shift by myself. Trying to find constant replacement. Sorry, I'm just my hair's not twisted. I don't care. Um, Trying to find a replacement. I've been through physical abuse in a marriage. That was stressful. I birthed 3 kids. I have um, I have a dislocated shoulder. So I've worked jobs where um, I still had to physically do lifting. I worked for the post office. I was a manager at the gas station. I used to work back again as a regular associate at the gas station after leaving that, and like a lot of things in my life had happened. And then I got this job, and I just want to give up. I just want to quit. I've never quit a job without having had another one lined up. And by then, like, I wasn't like, I just need something different. I need to make more money, or I was moving. When I tell you guys the mental strength that it takes for me to get in there every day, I literally drag my feet every day. There's jobs that I've had that I didn't want to be at because it wasn't paying me anything. I've even worked doubles. I used to work at a gas station, like double shifts in 3 days, and it didn't bother me. Like, I didn't mind coming into work, and I did that for 2 years, right? I am so overwhelmed. Y'all, I'm bugging. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, this is, I feel like I'm trying to squeeze myself. This is the hole. Can't even see it, can you? And I'm trying to force myself to go through it, and I can't because it seems so impossible. If I like when it's mental health, yeah, that job is very mentally draining, and it's not even the customers that's draining. It's what I have to say over the phone that doesn't make sense to me, and it might make sense for other people. It just doesn't make sense for me. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that all the jobs I've ever had I enjoyed it or whatever, that there wasn't issues, but I was able to deal with those, right? I have so much anxiety and fear and disappointment every time I come to work. I put a smile on my face because that's just how I am. I try to be as enthusiastic and as positive to other people as I possibly can because I don't like that energy on me. But the moment I sit in my chair and I put those headphones on, my heart starts to race. I thought I found a cure for myself in the sense of, or like a tool to help me through these calls with my word search. It doesn't work anymore. Like, my word searches don't even help me with my anxiety and my stress levels anymore. having someone I know sit by me doesn't help me with my anxiety anymore. I'm done. Like, I thought when I had my hour lunch break today that I was going to be able to, decompress, watch something positive, uplifting, and, put some energy, that positive energy back and, vibes back in me. And I'm good when I walk in and I sit down to take a call. And everything that I'm required to do on the call, I could not do because the customer didn't want to hear what I had to say. And I didn't know how to overcome the objective, the constant, no, I don't want this, no, I don't want that. Like, I'm really good with building rapport. Sorry. Talking with people, making people laugh and things of that nature. Like, I'm pretty good at that. I'm not a person that can't hold a conversation. But this, I have my days that I feel okay, and that's very rare. But every day, especially the past month and a half, 2 months, I could care less about this job. And the main reason I have the job, which is what most people have, is to have money coming in. Because you have to support your family. I don't want to just do that, and I can't be mentally. I'm so drained, guys. Like, I'm not even as present as I would like to for my children because I'm so freaking overwhelmed and I'm stressed. I've gained more weight since I started working at this job. When I started working, I had lost weight before. I was at 210 pounds. I've gained 20 pounds since October, since I started working at this job. Because I'm so stressed. I've tried a lot of decomposure exercises, breathing exercises, meditations, praying and everything. And I'm doing that still every single day. And I'm like, I'm waiting for my answer. Do I need to leave? Because this can't be what you want for me, to be stressed out in an environment that's not safe for me, that I don't feel safe in. It's not a stress overcoming where if it's an obstacle for me to learn, something that benefits me, my business, or whatever it is that I want to do. This job is stressful for no reason. This job is stressful. This job should not be hard. This job should not make you not want to come in. This job should not make you feel like you want to pull out your hair. This job should not make you feel like a complete zombie when you come in. This job should not make you question that every life decision you make up until this point. Like, did I make the right decision to come in here? The pay is great. The benefits are great. That is it. That is it. I thought the work environment was great. I thought it was safe. I thought there was integrity going on. I thought there was a system of familyhood in this job. When I tell you they had the most convincing story, we should have known day one, the first mistake they made with paid. We should have known it was red flag, right? My particular training class has had 3 different, before we even got to the floor, I think, in PT, 3 different instances where they messed up some stuff and they weren't fully accountable for. Now, mind you, fortunately for me, I was one of those that didn't get my pay messed up. However, that could have been me. And how they handled it, or they said they were going to handle it, I didn't like how they handled it. And they give you this idea like, yeah, this is a positive work environment and this and that and the other. And it can be at times of, positive this and that and the third. When you're in training, you do good, you hear these cowbells and everything go off on the phone. Yeah. They cheer for you, right? You feel so great. But then in those moments on the calls, you see their disconnect that happens. And you're like, but you say it's this, and you want people to work with integrity, but you have a lot of people that's not working with integrity, hence why their commissions are very big. Not all, but for the most part, 90% are not working with integrity. And I can't get myself to do these things because I can't do it. Why would I want someone to do something they don't want to do for the sake of money? I can be as convincing and paint the whole picture as best I can with clarifying information, because I would never want to mislead anybody. And they still don't want what I'm offering. They still don't want to switch. They don't want to change from this provider, change to the from ours. Or they don't want to keep us. They want to change to this provider. They don't want to switch back to us. They don't want this. They don't want that. Nothing you say is going to matter to them. You could be the most kind, genuine person. Some of these people made up their mind. They're like, you may be kind and genuine. That doesn't mean I got to change my mind about what I have to do because you don't count my pockets. I do. I could come up with a different scenario, how I can save them this and there, paint the big picture. Like I said, it don't matter. And then some of the times, a lot of the things they ask us don't make sense. And when I say them, I meant management. And you have a lot of people in corporate office who like to come up with these ideas of what they think we should do. And I guarantee you most of the time they've never worked in a call center and down there below with us before to understand what it takes to do the job that they want us to do based on what they implemented for us to do. I hate when people come up with rules to things they never done before. How you gonna make something this if you never experienced it before? You can't just come up with rules based on what you think how things should run if you've never been in there to do it yourself to see how it runs. It always boggles my mind when a person, and I'm not down on anybody who got out of college, you got your degree. I'm so glad you did that because cool for you. But if you never worked from the bottom up and you were just up, if you don't take the time to know what it's like to be where we are, where you can stay up, I won't hear nothing from you. Nothing. And half the people that they got telling us what to do can't even do what they're telling us what to do. They can't even do it. Surprise! Because it don't work. And not as effective as you think it does. And you want us to feed this whole AI system, this and that and the third. That's what you guys are saying. We're feeding the AI. But really, that's what you want us to do. AI can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. Because they're still human and they have a mind of their own to do what they want to do. No matter how convincing I can be, no matter how persuasive, how charming, how kind, how understanding I am, if they don't want it, they don't doggone want it. And that is that. I'm not going to beg anybody to keep something they don't want. No matter how much I might believe in it. You can't force people to do anything they don't want to do, no matter how factual you are or how much sense it makes to switch or to do this decision. You can't save everybody. But the idea is that they tell you, yeah, you can't save everybody, but you're acting like we can. Did you do everything you could? Yeah, I could. I did. They don't want it. What did you ask them? The same questions you told me to ask on this dang paper. Or half the time they don't want to hear what I have to say. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Like I had a lady today had to cancel her TV internet because she could not afford it. Her promotion ended. So I tried to find her another promotion. That way she'd be able to keep her TV and internet at a lower rate. So she wouldn't have to miss out on some of the beautiful luxury things of life. That's TV and internet, right? She's on a fixed income. She lives in the state of California. Told me her rent went up $100. And then it'll go up again $100 in August. Right? in that she was on the fixed income. Sorry, got a raise of $1.49, and now is in a different tax bracket, and now certain things are taken from her for $1.49. She's retired. She lives in the state of California. That's number one. California, that. No matter what part of California you live in, right? Fixed income, that's number two. And number three, her rent is going up. She got to have a place to. She even told me, that she barely could get meals from Meals on Wheels. And I'm like, they'll be like, well, they'll be like, well, some people lie. Why would this lady lie? Why does someone have to lie because they don't want to keep your crap? Why did it have to be a liar? Why can't this lady simply be like, I just can't afford it? And she's like, I appreciate you, Maya. You're so understanding. You're so sweet. I see what you're trying to do, and I appreciate that. You're working to try to find something for me. I don't want it. I don't need it. I can't afford it. I need you to please remove it. I have my son coming to turn the equipment. I don't need it. What am I supposed to say? And I'm like, I got you. We just seen our new equipment. It's okay. Blah, blah, blah. What am I supposed to say to that? They'll be like, you want to ask if she got a family members to help her? Why would I need to keep prying in people's business like that? Like, it's become invasive. All to save an account. And it's not really because you care. It's literally a business. It's a money thing. That is all. You are no more than a number to these people. That is it. I am no more than an employee to these people or anybody else I might work for who does not value me. And you know what? It's time we have to value ourselves, because these people don't care about us but the green paper. That is all they care about. No matter what their motto says, no matter how they display themselves to be kind and innocent and gentle, whatever. The core is money, period. Period. That's it. That is it. There's no really helping anybody find ways to be able to function properly in a society that is money hungry. And people working jobs and miserable because, hey, I got to pay my bills. I can't afford to be in my feelings. I can't afford to go after my dreams because I might not have food on the table when I start out. I can't afford to leave this job. I might not find nothing else better than that. But I have to keep reminding myself, even through all of this, that I know there's something better out there for me. I have a gift. I have plenty of gifts. And I'm learning that I can utilize my gifts. I have scared because I have 3 kids I have to support. And I want to make sure whatever those dreams that I'm doing, that I can support my children in the midst of that. Yes, I'm scared out of my dang mind. Petrified. I am scared to death. But I know I'd rather do that, knowing that I put my chance on myself and my kids, than to let a job drive me insane and make me feel like I can't, or allow myself to make myself feel like I can't find something better than this job. So I'd rather deal with that stress than the stress or the challenges that I'll have to perfect my business for myself and for my kids. My ancestors would not want me to work for someone who does not value me. We've already did that. We've already done that. Yes, they'll be like, yeah, you're making more than what we did, but look what you're sacrificing in the midst of this. Your peace, your sanity, your quality of time, the good quality of life with your family. Like, these jobs could kill you. And you know what? Hey, you want a job? Come on over. Such and such just passed away. It's all right. Come on in. And they'll do the same to you. And when they leave, they'll replace them with someone else. Oh, I just needed a vent, y'all. Cause it's so stressful. Like, and I've had stress in my life, like I said. I've dealt with a lot of things. And I'm not condoning like a lot of the stuff that I've been through, but like this is the most I feel like I'm at a cap. Like I can't take no more. My kids are less stressful than this job because my kids are kids. I know what to expect from them. Oh, but this job drives me crazy. If I let it. I don't want to let it. I'm literally like a crazy, goofy person. I love nothing but to make people laugh, be silly, and learn new things, trying to grow, be a better human being, and be a better mother, but be a better woman, right? Be a better mother, be a better daughter, be a better friend, be a better sister. Like, just be better in general. And it takes, when I tell you, it takes so much strength for me to have to come into this job every day. But I'm ready to just let go of the pull-ups, stop pulling up and just get down. It's like, I'm not doing no more pull-ups. I can't. I don't have no more strength in me. I really don't. And I met amazing people. I met my two closest friends, my two besties there. These women give me hope. These women support me. These people understand me. They guide me. They uplift me. They motivate me, and vice versa. That is one of the only great things that I believe that I got out of this job. It was maybe for me to meet them. And to see that I'm not alone where I'm at spiritually, what I want to go at in my life. But this job is not it. It's not it. I'm not happy. And I'm not performing well because I'm not happy. I have so much self-doubt. And I'm like, I was a manager before. You know, I was one of the fastest scanners at Aldi. Like, I was one of the greatest delivery people when I would deliver the mail. Like, I had a lot of jobs that I was very good at. I can't seem to be good at this one because I don't like how they operate. And maybe in my mind I'm shifted. I'm not going to do what you want me to do in a sense just because you said I'm supposed to do it if it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Not to me. Not to me. Not to me. So I did Uber last year. I was in an accident last year. They hit me at a light. So I'm scared to do Uber again. You know, just a little nervous about that. Because I actually had a lady in the car with me when that happened. And it was just like my whole world turned upside down last year. On top of other things. Like, it was just like one event after another. And I handled that stress. But this one is the icing on the cake on top of everything else that I'm experiencing right now. You ever just seek freedom, like financial freedom, but also you're at peace. You're maturing, you're growing, you're growing spiritually. You're making those milestones that you need, you know, bringing the abundance of joy, peace, and happiness, and also a financial abundance. Like, you want all of those things. And I know I have to be able to support my kids financially as well. But I also know I still need to be able to be present with my kids, love on them, pray with them, uplift them, guide them. Like, there's so much more that I know I have to provide for my kids. But with the stress of this job, I can't give them that because I know I have a fear, like knowing that if I don't perform, I can't support them. That's a scary feeling, guys. But I don't want that fear to take over me. But I don't want the job. And I'm trying to stay in gratitude that I have one. But I'm not happy. Should you stay in a state of gratitude when you're even not happy at the job that you have that's driving you insane? Oh, I'm all over the place. But I hope you guys realize you're not alone. And I realize I'm not alone either. There's so much stress these days. I just remind myself how valuable time is in this avatar, on this planet, in this realm. And time has more value than anything. And I want to make sure I use my time wisely for what I need to use it for. I hope you understood what I was saying. Thanks for allowing me to vent. I know I'm going to be okay. I just needed to let it out. But I'm gonna have to make changes. That's for sure. I know something better is going to come my way because I feel like I've capped the ceiling at this job and there's nowhere else for me to go. I'm not to pass go here. I'm to go around it, like go somewhere else. I'm not going to level up here or anything like that. I won't be here long term. The plan was never to be long term, to be honest, because I did have other things I want to do to support myself, to be my own boss. But I'd rather invest in myself. I'd rather gamble on myself, so to speak, than gamble for someone else and I lose at the end because I didn't invest in myself. I didn't support myself. I didn't give my all to myself. I gave someone else my power, my gifts, my talents. I watched a video of a lady talking about that, and I know what she meant. I think a lot of us know what that means. We just don't want to confront the truth about it. Because when we confront the truth, that means we have to make a change too. We have to make a change. And then within ourselves, definitely. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. So I hope this resonates with you guys. I hope you guys be able to overcome the obstacle of these types of jobs too and find you something. Build your craft like I need to keep building my craft. Venture out on your own and get from underneath the thumb of someone else micromanaging you, capping you on how much money you can make, controlling the days you can take off, controlling what benefits you can receive, all of those things. Peace.